Sup Nerds, Free 99 here, back at Route 1-2 of Pokepath TD. This time, I have changed up the team a bit. Let's just go over it one by one. First up, we got Big Dog. We need some AoE no matter what route we do. And the Lucario here has that in spades. If we look at the information, projectiles explode in an area causing half damage to nearby enemies. Of course, they're going to be holding the thick club so that their damage is increased by 50%, which should counteract some of this half damage AoE splash that they have going for it. Their damage is at 459 at less than one attack per second, or I guess more than one attack per second at a critical hit chance of 33%. So they should be doing pretty good AoE damage. Right beside them is Legion the Ditto copying Lucario so that we have a bit more AoE down the line. Obviously, it copies everything except for the held item. So I've chosen to put the metal powder on the Ditto. It does mean that their attack is closer to 1 second, but it does also give them, you know, the attack buff that should counteract the splash downside that regular Lucario has. In terms of CC, we've got Legolas. 302 damage, which is fine. The recharge is a bit high, but that's because they also do AoE. Plus, it slows them for 2 seconds. This is what we mostly want them for, the slowing effect. And as you can see, the area here is pretty big. And as you may have remembered from last time, we're getting rid of Aura this time around. Aura was only able to buff 3 Pokemon. So I don't know if that's enough of a plus when you think of it as like DPS that's not, you know, that's missing from the team. Sunflora cannot attack. All it does is buff Pokemon around it by 20%, I believe. Sunflora data, yes, by 20%. So if you're looking at it as a DPS sort of way, we're only adding 2 for 60% of damage for our team, which may or may not have been a lot. I'm gonna try this for now. As you can see, we've only gotten up to wave 90. Maybe switching up the team, maybe taking off Sunflora and adding in more AoE is the way to do that. Who knows? I'm here to test out. But yes, as you can see by Legolas's circle, or I guess, yeah, no, it's a circle. No, it's a ring. Legolas has a ring. As you can see by the blue outside of the ring, they can hit pretty much everything in this first bend up to the second bend. So I'm hoping that extra reach will come in handy while they slow Pokemon down. Lighthouse is our other CC. This Ampharos has a 30% chance to stun targets for 1.5 seconds, and we gave them the Carbos. So it reduces their attack speed, putting it closer to 2.5, one attack every 2.5 seconds. So the more chances it has to try and stun, the more we'll see that 30% proc. Eagle Eye is on the team as always. As you can see, amazing reach. They've got the sharp beak, I believe this was. Yep. The further the range and the closer the attack, the more damage it deals, up to an additional 50%. Only activates on mountains. Yeah, if you look at the range, it's got a massive amount on this map. And it could be a translation issue, but the way I see this, the further the Pokemon is from Flygon when Flygon attacks, the more damage it'll do. So this like outside circumference should be max damage up to like, I guess, very minimal damage when they come here on the first bend. So if you think of it that way, most of Flygon where they're targeting is going to be pretty far away, which is great. Temp pretty much has the same thing. Damage is increased by 25% if the enemy is further than 150 range. Their range right now is 360 plus. So anybody So anybody outside of the circumference of the ring is absolutely taking the max amount of damage. Decreased by 25% if not only usable for projectile-based Pokemon. When they get closer to Pidgeot is when they're gonna start doing less damage, which is why we put Space to Clefable right beside them. Clefable, it has everything, has just damage potential out the wazoo. A recharge of exactly 1 second, which means they attack once per second. A power of 3 or 4, but it deals 1 additional damage for each star, which right now we are at 570, so you're looking at actually 874 damage every 1 second to anybody who is unlucky enough to cross its path. The range is being buffed thanks to the Star Suite. Gain 0.1 additional range for every star, can only be held by Clefairy or Clefable. The 57 comes from the 570 stars, obviously, that we have unlocked. Next up is Bad Dreams. This is our anti-health. As you get further and further into the waves, you're going to see a lot of high health Pokemon. Bad Dreams has the ability to apply 1 stack of Nightmare each time it attacks a Pokemon. Each stack deals damage to 20% of this Pokemon's power per second. Put this on a nice number of 450. You're looking at 90 health, over 90 health per damage per stack. So any high health Pokemon, hopefully this will start shredding it as they walk along the path. In the off chance that Bad Dreams does hit one of the Pokemon that Corsola slows, they will be able to do, whoops, wrong button. They'll be able to do 15% more damage to them, which is great. I don't think it can reach the area that Ampharos, yeah, it cannot reach the area that Ampharos is covering. So unfortunately, we can only do 1 stack of 15%, but it's still better than nothing. And I'm hoping the damage over time also includes the 50% damage uptick. Last but not least is Beefcake. When you get further and further in the waves, you're going to see Pokemon with armor, and it's hard to deny 1,400 almost power that gets doubled against armor units. Oh, did Protein get a buff? This used to do only 10 damage, did it not? I think so. But anyway, yes, close to 1,400 damage. That gets doubled to 2,800 damage when Beefcake is attacking high armor units. So yeah, this is the plan that I've come up with. Hopefully it works. Only one way to find out. Let's see. So we've hit an invisible wave. The invisible Pokemons in the 1X routes are the Ditto. And that means we have to switch onto our Plan B team. Machamp gets switched out for Corvid, the Honchkrow, because they have True Sight, can hit invisible units. Less than one attack every 0.76 seconds. The power doesn't really matter. All we want them to do is to hit the invisible units in order for the invisible units to get revealed, in order for the rest of our team to beat the shit out of them. And one other Pokemon that I forgot to talk about was Christmas Tree. Up here out in the Lonesome in some tall grass, which is where they want to be because it doubles its power if it's in tall grass. So you're looking at 750 damage every 0.95 seconds at a critical hit rate of basically 30%. If they do crit though, the opponent gets slowed for 0.2 seconds, which is a nice way to keep them in Sceptile's grip, while, you know, Sceptile can beat up them even more so. Plus, it's also in part of its circle is in the area of Ampharos. So not only can Sceptile slow them, well, chance to slow them, Ampharos also has a chance to stun them, which gives Sceptile more of an opportunity to take them out. We do have 587,000 Digidolins. I do want to use this to level up our Pokemon, give us a better chance of hitting route or hitting wave 100. And I believe the first one should go to Legion, just because they're always going to be in the team. We're always going to want to copy somebody. So we're going to go ahead and spend the 513 to level them up here. Welcome to level 70. And I guess we'll just go from there, see who deserves the next upgrade. Just like that, all the invisibles are gone. Let's go ahead and switch to our regular team and just keep going. So another invisible wave ahead of us. We've got 321,000 yokai yen. Is there anybody that can level up with that? 321. We've got 353. 353 as well. Not Eagle Eye. Actually, oh, 271 for Temp. That's not bad. I guess it's gonna be Temp to take the upgrade here. Welcome to level 70. Let's switch into the Hunter Crow team and hit next wave. Hopefully it's just one wave of invisibles. So only one wave of invisibles, which is nice. We can just swap out here and keep at it. Wave 100 and it's a Celebi. Look at it go. I think we got it to about half health here. So it's got 70,000 health, which is a lot less than the Shaman from 1-1. No armor, pretty fast speed. I believe Shaman was under 1 second, or no, over 1 second. Maybe it wasn't. I'm not sure anymore. Power of 15, so it's an auto kill. No regen, which is nice. We're able to stun it. We cannot slow it, or I guess it resists slow. We're able to burn it. We're able to poison it. It has no invisibility. Time travel. Teleports backwards, removing residual damage effects. Restoring 7,000 health and gaining speed temporarily. Ooh, so it's like cleanse, basically. Removing residual damage effects. Well, okay, so it's not cleanse. Residual damage effects would have to be like Gengar's Nightmare, Ariados's Poison, Chimchar's Burn. So that leads me to believe that we should CC the crap out of this, just because it can be stunned and technically it can be slowed. We also know that it takes the top path, which means Clefable is just pointless in this map, since it cannot reach the top path. So we're probably going to have to put a second Pokemon in the grassy area. But the fact that we were able to do like half its health and damage leads me to believe we should be able to beat this right away. So let's go ahead and think of a team that could wipe this out. Let's remove everybody. I think the idea of Noivern is still in play. And if we're gonna copy Noivern, we might as well, or if we're gonna use Noivern, we might as well copy Ditto. Use Ditto to copy Noivern. For those of you who don't remember, Noivern has the ability to each consecutive attack against the same target increases the damage dealt by 7.5%. And since it's only Celebi that's going to be running down the track, it's just going to keep racking up the more it attacks. As for what to hold it or what to give it, I guess we could go with the Sharp Beak, since I don't think Eagle Eye will be in this map. Now, as for where to put you, either up here or down here, I'm not entirely sure. We could also put you there, but that doesn't really look great. This looks fine. It gives you this L shape, and then the last bit. So that looks okay. Up here doesn't look that great. This doesn't look good. That doesn't look good either. Well, let's stick with this for now. Since you do get this bottom sideways L bit and this top side, Legion can go down here in the other spot. So that's first. Second of all, we know Samurott does have the ability to do the same thing, basically. Consecutive attacks against the same target deals 7.5% more damage. And we're gonna want you, like... It's able to be stunned, but it resists slow. So I feel like you going here, and then adding back Ampharos feels like a good idea. Hopefully we can stun them in here. And then we need 2 Pokemon in the grass. Sceptile is going to be one, and Lilligant, because of its attack speed, I want to say, is going to be the other. Ooh, okay, maybe not Lilligant. I forgot about Lilligant's ring. Instead of Lilligant then, why don't we put Jumpluff in there? So Pom-Pom can go there. The range isn't that bad. We'll keep this for now. We'll keep this for now. And then we need something in this 4 square in order to DPS. We cannot rely on damage over time. What was Shuckle again? It slows the target, so there's really no reason not to put a Corsola. Corsola plus like 3 other DPS that doesn't deal damage over time. I guess Clefable can go in. Who else is there? Clefable, let's go Machamp maybe? Just, well, it doesn't have armor, but it still does like 1,000 damage. I think that's okay. And maybe we'll do... Who else could we do here? Lucario? Lucario's a bit fast with the DPS. Yeah, let's add Big Dog for now. I'm not really feeling confident about anybody else. Flygon, we could give a chance if this doesn't work. But then Flygon, Noivern, and Pidgeot would be fighting over the same held items. We could try... Well, okay. We could try like Farfetch'd Weavile. Maybe instead of copying Noivern, we do like Farfetch'd in this area. Weavile and Ditto here. And then like... Well, let's try this for now. Instead of trying to hurt my brain here. You have a big range. That's okay for you. You've got medium range. That's fine. And then Beefcake can go here. This seems fine. Everybody's got a held item that does something except for Pom-Pom and Samurott. Samurott, you can take... There's no Gengar here, so I guess you could take the Spell Tag. In hopes that that the stun from Lighthouse will give you increased damage. And then Pom Pom can just have... we have Carbos. We have Protein. There's really nothing else we can give you. I guess earn some money? That's a thing? Yeah, let's try this. See what happens. There they go. There's the teleport. There's the stun. They're at half health. They're less than half. We hit red. We hit red. So we're on the right track. I believe we're on the right track here. Teleports backwards, removing residual damage effects, restoring 7,000 health, and gaining speed. I thought that because we're not adding residual damage onto it, we wouldn't have to worry about it teleporting backwards, but it seems I was wrong. So then we have to think of something else. Do we have any other stunners on the team? That's the first thing that my brain is going to. Does Lapras do it? They do, and it is a circle. Unfortunately, it'll get like 1 or 2 attacks off. So I don't know if that's a good idea. Triagonal, I know, also can stun. But it's an X shape. If we can get like a plus shaped stunner, that wouldn't be so bad. Maybe? Do we have a plus shaped stunner? I don't think so. Electrode can do it, sort of. 5% chance to stun isn't that great. The recharge time is impeccable though. 50 seconds or 0.5 seconds. All attacks cause flinching, which is not the same as a stun. But there is something there. What happens if we remove Corsola, add Electrode? What's your range looking like? Oh, it's not even that big. Never mind. Okay. So, nuts to Electrode. Can Pikachu stun? Attacks Ricochet with a 5% chance to stun. So it does stun in an AoE sort of way, but not in the way that we're thinking of. Also, Pikachu does not evolve at level 30. It needs a Thunderstone. Fun fact. Clauncher, were you not able to stun? No, crits do twice damage. There's gotta be somebody. Barboach is a slow. We don't need that. This is Ricochet, I believe. Yep. Gardevoir spreads stuff, but we don't need it spreaded. Ammonite is attack speed and water. Was Seal stun? Seal does stun. It is a cross though. I don't like crosses. Staraptor, why did we level you up? 2 projectiles at once. We don't want that. Karam, 2 enemies at once. That sucks. I wanted to see if it updated in between the game. I forgot that was something that we wanted to see. Have to recharge time in the water. Okay, I mean, we got them down to red, so we're doing something right. We could just keep throwing it at the wall and hope that the we get like 2 more stunts for Ampharos, maybe. Let's hit the next wave. See, oh, we're missing a Pokemon. What used to be in there? I believe it was Corsola. I'm gonna try this team like 2 more times, see what happens. Oh, it can go down. Interesting. It's not just the up try, huh? Let's do it a couple more times. Only 1 stun off of that one. We still only got it down to yellow. Maybe 1 more. And that time it went down. Okay, so it looks like every other try, it will go up or down. We could use this to our advantage, because the bottom route gives us more time to attack it. So if it left the bottom time, this one should do the top time, or the top path, right? No, it's completely random. And we did get a bunch of stuns there. Too bad we couldn't make use of it. One more. Yeah, relying on the stuns isn't getting us anywhere. Except, you know, farming a bit of money. There has to be, like, a strat that just works. That doesn't include trying to cheese this and praying for, like, the top path plus like 10 million stuns from Ampharos. Or what happens if we switch these two? We haven't tried that yet. Because I want to say Noivern does more damage than Legion, just because of the held item. Ah, the bottom path. It needs to be the top path. No, why are you going bottom path? I think the computer realizes that we want it to go top path. Okay, so we can get it to yellow. Unfortunately, that's all we can do. Oh! That one was very close. We had like 3 stuns there. It just keeps going bottom path. Okay. We gotta change up the strat here. I think this is still decent. Or maybe not. What can we do here? What if we... Okay, let's try something else here. If we get rid of you, and then add back in Ditto, that should copy Samurott, which it did. Instead of Lucario, which we don't really need the AoE for, we remove you. We put Legion here, maybe? Make use of the slow from the Ursula, and then instead of that held item, increase damage? No, because the damage is gonna stack regardless. Maybe we want the recharge time. Ooh, but it starts at like half damage. I don't know if that's good. 0.5 seconds. I think it's better for the metal powder, honestly. Let's do that. If we Legion copy you, and then put back the Noivern. Where is Noivern? I think this is still a good spot for you. And we just pray that the Celebi goes up top. And then maybe we put in... Flygon? Just because of that outstanding range. Somebody has... You have that. So maybe you get the scope lens. Try this out, see if it does anything better. Oh, we didn't even get it into the red. Okay, what if this is bait? What if the residual is something that we still want regardless? We don't really have any Pokemon that can do that right now, honestly, which is why we haven't tried it. Well, we do still have Gengar. Gengar might be better than a Machamp. Let's put Gengar in. And then we do have 300,000 cassette cash. And we do have an item that can be held specifically by monkeys. It increases recharge time, though. I mean, we have to try something, right? So let's go ahead and evolve you. Level 60 is as far as it goes. Hopefully this will do something. What am I doing? I am going to Infernape. I'm going to star you. And then we're gonna get rid of... What are we getting rid of, though? Christmas tree has to stay. I think Pom Pom is still fine. Like Bad Dreams over here. Is it the Clefable? We could get rid of the Clefable for this. Clefable, remove, add. Where is Infernape? We could try this setup. See if that works. Was that better or worse? I couldn't tell. Let's retry that one more time. So it only teleports twice from the looks of it. Which means we could try something where we swap the stun and slow. Oh, you can't reach. So that would be there. Now you can't reach. So you would be down here. And then I guess... No, because now you can't reach. What if we move you up here? We move you there. That's a horrible slow location. Maybe not Legolas? Maybe we'll remove Legolas? Flygon can stay there. You stay there. You can come over here. And then we put a Sunflora down, maybe? Is that a thing? And then hopefully the stuns just keep them locked up. I don't know. Let's try. Oh, it went down. Okay, let's try that with it going up. Do we want it to go up? Again, it takes longer to go down. Or they stay on the map more, so we can hurt them more if they go down. So maybe we do want them to go down. Maybe instead of you there, we put you here. And then who would we get rid of? We would have to get rid of both of you. Let's get rid of Sceptile. Let's get rid of Jumpluff. And then we put back... who do we put back? Pidgeot? Pidgeot can come back. Put them here. And then... put back Clefable, maybe? And then Clefable can go over here. It's not the best spot, though. I feel like that's just wasted damage. But, I mean, it's worth a shot. We did not get any stuns and it took the top path, so retry that again. Two stuns? Maybe if we can get them in the beginning? No, we don't. Not even one stun. Just one teleport too. We still got him in the yellow. We really need them to be like stunned once or twice in this like first bit. Two stuns. Top path though. That one ended in green. One last with this. Okay, that doesn't work. What else could we try here? What else could we try? What if we do... what if we remove everybody? What if we go... What if we go... Where's Samurott? I'm losing my sight here. Samurott is right up front. We go Samurott Ditto. We go Ampharos. And we go... Who else can be put there? Do you guys have crit chance? You sort of do, but it's not that high. Samurott Ditto Weavile, maybe? And then we go, like, Lighthouse here. Samurott here. We'll put you there. We'll put Legion there. No, because I would need you to be, like, out here. That doesn't work. You guys don't have big enough area. Legion would have to be up here then. But what if we do, like... I'm trying to think here. What if we do Sunflora? No. Let's do Corsola. What if we go back to Corsola here? I like this area of slow with Corsola, honestly. That's a good area of slow. Clefable has amazing range. It has to be in here. And then... What's your range at? Almost 200? Is there like a Pokemon with almost 200 range that we could use? 145, 145, 155. Takoyaki. Wait. Do we not have... Okay. Okay. Takoyaki. Is there a spot that we can put you on though? That's kind of shit. What if we recall everybody back? What kind of takoyaki are we talking about here? I mean, it's not great. Okay, maybe not takoyaki. Golduck, though. Halves recharge time in the water. No, but even if we give them the spray bottle, the attack speed wouldn't be enough. We need like CC or something. Yeah, let's try to do like Samurott there, Space here, Legolas there. Somebody with high attack speed and hopefully high range. 160 isn't a lot. Flygon, I still think I have faith in. We put there. I still think Noivern is still a contender. Could we put down here? But then they would have to go down. We would want them to take the down path, though. Maybe here isn't bad. We still need something up front, though. I feel like we're wasting this spot, but maybe we're not. Maybe we're not wasting that area. Something should go here. I think the idea of Lighthouse Legion is fine there. I still like the idea of Sceptile. But I don't like the idea that we want them to take the top path. So it's not Sceptile. It can't be Sceptile. It's gotta be like... It's gotta be Pidgeot. And maybe Cast Form? They also gain increased range when on mountain. So like there... Oh, you don't even have that big of a range. So maybe we swap the two of you? So it's a little better. Who has something? You have slow, that's fine. You can only hold that. Attack speed. Oh, Scratchers, I didn't put you down anywhere. Maybe you go there? Maybe you have a chance to slow them, who knows? Increased slow duration. That's fine for you. That's fine for you. You guys need something. I'll give you the attack boost. And then you can have... There's really nothing. You can hold the sticky barb? Wait a second. Only Pokemon that can be deployed in water. Oh, okay. So that's still useful, maybe? There is that slight little bit. Let's try this. I mean, we have nothing to lose. Oh! So close. So close. Try that again. We are getting them down, but it's not like they're going down in the red. That's the issue. Like, we'll get them down to half health, or less than half health, about 1/3 health. Unfortunately, that's only it. I think that we have to get like another stunner somewhere. We need to invest heavily on another stunner. That's the only thing I can think of. It's not gonna be Electrode. Who else here can stun? That has like a high stun chance. 5%. To burn the target, we don't want that. All cursed enemies, we don't want that. 30% chance to stun. It is the annoying X shape. But also, technically, we do have this item that we could buy. That sort of makes it better. What yeah, you're a cross. 30% chance to stun, 1.55. 2.04. That sucks. So Seal does have a faster attack than it. 260 range isn't bad either. Do we invest on you a little bit? Level 40 Seal. Or I guess level 40 Dugong. What if we get rid of Corsola? Add you in. We don't have enough to buy the thing, which is unfortunate. Where are you? Let's star you for now. Add you in. Oh, it's a cross, not a cross. So what if now then we're able to do something like this? And then this. Oh! Wait a moment. Wait. I might be cooking here. So then let's get rid of cast form. Let's get rid of... What else are we doing? We want Noivern down here to make use of that. You're okay, I still think. Which means we get... we still need the Pidgeot. We need 2 Pokemon over here. So maybe we get rid of the Weavile. No, we still have 1 slot open. So we only have to get rid of 1 of you. Maybe it's the Clefable? Let's remove the Clefable. Let's add in the Sceptile. Let's add in the Jumpluff. And then like Christmas tree here. Pom-Pom there. Is that a strat? Dugong, what can you hold? Wide lens does something, I think. Attack is 100% wider, but we don't really need wider because... I mean, it basically hits the map. Okay, thicker! Thicker is the right word here. Not wider, thicker. I mean, that's not bad. We can do that. Christmas tree can grab... We need some sort of DPS. That's already gone. That's called for... Well, this one can actually be the scope lens, right? No. Scope lens there, beak there. So it cannot. Although you deal double damage, which might double this up as well. I don't know. Yeah, if we can't use this, because on Scratchers, we can't use that. I guess you don't get a held item. There's nothing in here that we could buy. I mean, even if there was, I don't think any of these can help. Okay. Okay. Is this something? Can we do something with this? What's your attack speed, by the way? 1.27? It's still not bad. Hit next wave. Again, we have nothing to lose. No, it took the bottom path, but we did get it to red. Okay, okay, I have high hopes. I have high hopes. We may have just broken the thing. What the heck is the word that I... Oh! Yes! Yeah! So, route completed. 1-2 at route wave 1. I can't even talk anymore. Route 1-2, wave 100. Celebi taken down. Samurott, Ditto copying Samurott. Ampharos, Weavile, Flygon, Noivern. Why am I trying to remember? Their names are here on the side. Noivern, Pidgeot. I can't believe one of the cross/X shape actually worked. Dugong, thank you. Sceptile and Pom-Pom. Jumpluff. Whoa. That's crazy. I'm amazed. I can't believe this Pokemon actually pulled it off. But, yeah. We're back to wave 1 because we beat it. That's gonna be it for this episode. Next time, we're gonna try to tackle 2-1. But until then, as always, I've been Free99. You've all been amazing. I'll catch you next time.